I'm Kristine Kuroski, founder of Angels in the Attic, where we provide hope and essentials to women and children in abusive situations. I founded this in 2011 after 9.5 years of physical abuse myself. I was living in a one-bedroom apartment, believe it or not, and God just gave me a unique opportunity of what I call being a connector, meeting those who have, and getting it to a lot of ladies he was crossing my path with who were on similar journeys that I had experienced. From the one-bedroom apartment to got storage units all over Mishawaka, South Bend, Elkhart, Goshen, you name it. We had a couple buildings last year, the year before, and then this year, our big milestone after 14 years of serving the community, we have a 5-year permanency lease on the backside of Town and Country. So we just moved into 3,700 square feet. I didn't think we could fill it. It's been filled 3 times over and back out again. So we're grateful for our community support. And what you're seeing pictured is ladies and men's clothes, because we get teenage boys, so people forget about us for that. Baby, toddler, and youth clothing, shoes, kitchen essentials, bathroom essentials, bedding, toys. And then upstairs, that far right picture, I believe on your right, is our pantry. So we have a full pantry, toiletries and diapers. I'm a big fan of not doing something that other people are doing extremely well. And so you're probably thinking, why the pantry? Typically our pantries here in the area are giving you a week's worth of food, and they give in hopes that you can supplement. Sometimes you'll get pancake mix, but no syrup. Our ladies are starting from scratch, and it's absolutely imperative that when we're trying to help relieve that financial burden of starting over, that we can actually give them enough in their kitchen so that they're not worried about that. So we partner with area partners like Feed the Hungry, Cultivate, and we just secured a pilot program with Feed the Children. So super excited. It's an international company, and they're running a pilot program out of 6 of their locations, which one happens to be in Elkhart. So we're one of 3 small pantries to get the opportunity. So our journey of growth, wow. We're 100% volunteer run, and that includes myself. It says serving hundreds of families each year. I should probably update it. Last year we surpassed 1,000 in 1 year, and we're on par to do that again. It's great and unfortunate all at the same time. 14 years of doing this, we just passed 6,500 families that we have helped. And to think that 2,000 of those were in the last 2.5 years, 2 years. People ask me where we get our victims from. And I'd love to say they all come from our community partners like the Y, or Center for the Homeless, or Hope Rescue, or Faith Mission. We do work with all these agencies. In fact, we work with agencies in our radius from our Mishawaka location, so there's a lot. But I try to be very present in the community. I am dedicated to speaking and communicating and raising the awareness. It's imperative. And so I think the reason we're seeing an increase in numbers isn't so much that it's happening more, it's that they're not scared to reach for help. We aren't an institution. I'm not affiliated with the police, although we work with them. I also work with Child Protective Services. And our goal is to get the kids back in a safe place. And that does require getting beds and having so many clothes for the season, having so much food. So we work closely, but our referrals come from pastors and people just like yourselves. Sitting here today, 1 in 3 ladies or men will experience some type of abuse in their lifetime closely to them. I actually think the number is closer to 2 out of 3, if you ask me personally. Gosh, it gets me going. All right. So the reason I speak about this and I'm so passionate is the need is urgent. It says 1 in 4 women will experience domestic violence in their lifetime. That's, again, kind of, I think, a little bit low. Many survivors flee with only the clothes on their back. When I mean that we do this 24/7, 365 days, I mean I get called out at Christmas. I get called in the middle of the night and I'm meeting someone who left in their pajamas. and we need to get them clothing for the next day so that kids can go to school and try to maintain as much structure and normalcy as possible while keeping them safe. I believe that a lot of our agencies are overwhelmed and underfunded and honestly understaffed. Survivors need immediate essentials and long-term support. There's so many pieces. And when you've left with nothing, if you have to run around and get your birth certificate and your social security card and your children's enrollment papers in order to get the help and you're on public transportation, guys, it doesn't work. Our system is broken and there's a gap. And that's exactly why Angels in the Attic started. They say the national average leaving your abuser is 7 times. 7. Mine was 4. And trust me, on the 3rd and 4th time, my family and friends were not happy there. And they're usually not. And that's why it's absolutely imperative that Angels in the Attic not only exists, but thrives. Because we want to be there on that 6th time, 7th time, because not every person gets another time. Some of our ladies have gone back and it was our last time seeing them. That's tough. My son's engaged to his fiance, and I lost her mom. I put my card in her hand 5 days before her abuser abducted her and took her life, 2018. So this is real. I'm sorry. Thank you. This is real to me and my family. So how can you help? Clothing, bedding, furniture. If you're using it at your house, we need it in our warehouse. Volunteer opportunities. Although we have many volunteers, we always need more. Again, as I raise awareness for victims, I'm also raising awareness and support from folks just like you. And as we do that push, we have to have volunteers that can meet the demand of what we're receiving, help process it, and get it back out and make sure that we're giving things of good quality. Our vision is really, hopefully, to one day have a voucher-based store that they can actually shop through. And we would love to do some transitional housing. I don't know how much anybody's really educated in low funding housing and transitional housing, but we're definitely lacking in our community, and I would love to run a large-based transitional housing unit with daycare and mental health help, and it would be a program that they would actually sign on with, but leaving, they would have 12 to 18 months of good rental history, and they would learn how to work at the store until they secure different jobs. So it's really the full circle, and I believe God will connect me to the right people to finish it out. And if we can get a blueprint that works here, we could go across the country. So our highlights, we have Unbroken, the runway fashion show, of course, moving into Town and Country. We partnered with JSK Enterprises, Big C Lumber, Cornerstone Church, Fireside Housing, Funtown RV. Gosh, I think we covered volunteers, so I'll skip that part. Challenges we face is just the gaps of for money for rent, utilities, and operations. Transportation limits. My car is my personal car, but it's Angels in the Attic servant. I am telling you, it has got us everywhere, but I would love an official Angels in the Attic SUV that is a little bit more extended, and I can actually pick up furniture and deliver some furniture myself. So fingers crossed, we're working on a grant with P&G, and we'll be approaching our dealerships very soon. So we'll see. Keep your prayers up for that. And then just volunteer burnout. Next 3 to 6 months, I think I talked about that. Partnerships, collaborations, increase our monthly donor base. We'll be preparing for Christmas, and in doing so, we have a karaoke contest coming up October 9th at Monterey Mexican Bar and Grill, where you can compete against me for the title of Angel Voice of the Year. It'll be a lot of fun. There'll be a nacho bar, the bar will be open, you can order food, bring some friends, come out and support us. Those events are so critical in the funding that we raise. So
what's that date?
it's October 9th, I think it's a Thursday, and it's 5 to 9, and karaoke will start at 6. So the things we hear our clients say, I came with nothing but my kids. Angels in the Attic gave me hope. They made our new apartment feel like a home. Because of Angels in the Attic, my children smiled for the first time in weeks. That makes me feel good. So together, we can create change. They say change starts with one person, and it absolutely does. And that one person just collectively, passionately speaks about what they're doing, and people want to join something they're excited and passionate about. And I'll always stay passionate because I shouldn't be here today. I'm thankful that God chose to save me, and I'm thankful for this opportunity. So our website's up there, we're on Facebook, you can email me. Together in this room, we can turn victims into survivors, and survivors into thriving community members, one person at a time. Thanks.